Hi, welcome back to Texas News Primetime. Here with me now is Tommy Yarish to talk about sports. What's going on?
Well, thanks for having me, Kevin. This weekend was the opening weekend of the NBA playoffs. Lots of exciting games, 8 games through 2 days, 4 each day. All 16 teams trying to get the ever as important first win in the playoff series to win that best of 7 in the first round, the Eastern and Western conferences. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. We're going to start off in Dallas, where the Mavericks, without Luka Doncic, were able to fight in Game 1, but ultimately the Utah Jazz win it 99-93. Next, it's Memphis and Minnesota, battle of the two younger teams in the league, and the Grizzlies' home court advantage is taken away by the Timberwolves, a 130-117 win. Into Philadelphia, big win for the Sixers over Toronto in Game 1 with a 131-111 victory. Tyrese Maxey had 39 on the night. Warriors and Nuggets in the Bay to close out Day 1. Golden State takes it 123-107 despite Nikola Jokic's 25-point double-double. In Day 2, Miami hosting Atlanta, the Heat made it look easy. A 115-91 win, and then the thrill of them all came in the Garden. Jason Tatum's spin move game winner there wins it 115-114 for the Celtics over the Knicks. And then moving on to the mean streets, the defending champions went wire to wire with the Bulls, but Giannis's 27 was too much. Milwaukee wins it 93-86. And then the final game of the day, Phoenix fought off a resilient New Orleans team to win 110-99 behind Chris Paul's 19 points in the fourth quarter and 30 on the night.
So I hear there's something going on in Formula One. This is in the teleprompter. Okay. We'll be right back with entertainment with Sophia Kurtz after this break.
Well, Kevin, I think we'll bring this back from the break. Talk about some of the which one of these series looks to be the most exciting, and I think the one that we really looked at in those first 8 games was the Celtics and the Nets. That series off to a bang. We saw Jason Tatum hit that spin move winner, but people forget that Kyrie Irving had 39 points in that game, almost a 40-piece for Kyrie, who's recently back to playing full-time for the Nets, and that has been huge for Brooklyn. They're a 7 seed coming into this series, but with Kyrie back full-time, they can really hold their own against the 2-seed Celtics, and they really showed that. Obviously, Kevin Durant, one of the better players in the NBA, he had his own share as well this past week, but the Nets and Celtics shaping out to be a good series. On the Celtics side of the ball, Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart just won it a couple hours ago, actually. He was great in that first game, and he added a good 20 points, I think, as well for the Celtics, and that's much needed from one of your best defensive players, especially in this circumstance. Now, when it comes to which team played the best in their first game and which team looks most poised to win a championship, that's a little bit more difficult to tell through one game. Obviously, the game's going to be going on throughout the rest of the week in this first round, but I really like what Monty Williams has done with the Phoenix Suns. This is a franchise that just a couple of years ago was near the bottom of the league, at the bottom of the league, and then Monty Williams comes into 2019, and through the course of his couple of years in Phoenix, he brought them to the NBA Finals last year, and then this year, they're the number 1 seed, best record in the NBA. They've been looking great. Chris Paul looked vintage in that first game. 19 fourth quarter points, like I mentioned, 30 on the night, and then Devin Booker has been one of the better scorers throughout the entire season, and he added a good piece as well. And then defensively, they really don't show it as much, but I think that's an undervalued aspect of what the Suns bring to the table every night. Mikal Bridges was a finisher for the Defensive Player of the Year, and then DeAndre Ayton's interior presence brings so much to the table for Monty Williams, and being the best coach in the NBA that he is, I think that he has had a lot of fun working with that sort of offense and defense, and I think the Suns are the safest bet to win the NBA championship.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Tommy. We'll catch you up in the world of entertainment with Sophia Kurtz right after this break.